right, so we are actually combining lesson 7.1 and 7.7. So it's not going to be bad. I know there's a lot of words. It's not going to be that bad, I promise. Okay, so we're going to do a lot of ratios. So fill in your first blank. A ratio is a comparison of two things. What is the ratio of boys to girls in this class? That is the ratio, okay? There's 3 ways to write a ratio. You can either write it as actual words, A to B, A colon B, or A divided by B. But either way you write it, I will always, like when I'm saying it out loud, I will always say A to B. But most of the time when I write it, I either write it this way or this way. Okay? Ratios are expressed in simplest form. So we're always going to try to simplify it as far as we can. Everybody writing this down with me? Okay, so we have simplest form. This is when we're talking about 2 ratios. However, there's this thing called extended ratios. Extended ratios. And it's when you're comparing 3 or more quantities. So let's say if I had a ratio of cats to dogs to fish. That's an extended ratio. And you would write it as 3 to 4 to 5. So you're going to see a lot of ratios and proportions. And it's not going to be too terrible. It's going to be it's going to be good. Okay? All right, number 1. In Logan's High School, there are 190 teachers and 2,650 students. What is the approximate, look, student to teacher? So it tells you what order to put it in. This is the order. Students first, then teachers. So there were 2,650 students for every 190 teachers. Yes, so now we want to simplify this. Do y'all know how to use the calculator to get a fraction?
No. Oh yeah, A, B, C.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure. Let me get a calculator and try to do it with y'all.
265 over 19.
Huh? I don't have any of the good calculators left.
You can use this one.
Okay. That's a really good calculator. All right. So, hey, who knows how to do it? Raise your hand. Yeah, I want it to simplify it. Okay, Michael P., tell me what to press.
Press second.
I thought it was B. Yeah, you click second.
And then A, B.
Yeah.
What? I put the number in first. Okay, 2650 divided by, nope. 2650 divided by 190. And then can I press enter?
I just do 2650.
You should just do fraction decimal.
No, yeah, then you can just do fraction to decimal. If you do it that way, you can do fraction to decimal.
Okay, Kirsten, will you please come show me where fraction to decimal is? Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal. Yes, this is good. Here's the deal. When you do fraction to decimal, like I just did in your calculator, what this is giving you a mixed number. So it's saying 13 whole to 18 times 19. But I don't want you to leave it as a mixed number. I want it as an improper fraction. So here's how you change it. You multiply the 2 bottoms. So you get 13 times 19 is 247. Right? And then, so you'll take 247 and you'll add 18. Which gives you 265. And then in the denominator, you leave whatever the denominator was. Here, Tyreek.
So how you did that again? I was looking, but let's look at there has been improper fraction to.
Okay,
How you do that? Can we use that?
I want it as an improper fraction. So put in 2650 divided by 190 equals, wait, so then press second, and then this one. Because that says FG, and then press equals. Okay, so here's the deal. Hold on. Shh. Here's the deal. For every 265 students, there are 19 teachers. But if you want it says, what is the approximate? So it wants me to approximate, okay? So this is one way, but I want to take it even further. So I'm going to take 265 divided by 19. What is that approximately?
14.
So it's 14 to 1
14 students.
for every one teacher.
Can you just like divide by 2? Like divide.
You could just,
Where you get the one?
You could just type in that fraction and let's go.
Yeah, you didn't have to go to this way.
Where you get the one from?
Okay, because 2,650 divided by 190, that answer, that's dividing. So how many times does 190 go into how many students there are? Well, 13.9 rounds up to 14. And so that's you could just say 14, but we're wanting to write a ratio. So for every 14 students, there's one teacher. Because I was just showing you how to get there. Sometimes it's not going to say what's the approximate, and it's going to want you to leave it as this. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, number 2. Does anybody want to read it?
I'll read it.
Okay. I'll let you get the next one, Damien. All right, read it.
A baseball player's batting average is the ratio of the number of base hits to the number of at-bats, not including walks. Minnesota Twins Joe Moore has the highest batting average in Major League Baseball in 2006.
That's supposed to say 2006. We haven't gone to 3006.
If he had 521 official at-bats and 181 hits behind his batting average.
Okay, so they told us, thankfully, because I would not know, they told us how to find the batting average. It's the number of base hits. So you have, on top you have base hits to at-bats. So if you plug in Joe Mauer's numbers, how many base hits did he have? 181.
No.
Yeah. If he had 521 at-bats. 521 at-bats. And 181 hits. Then, now, do y'all ever watch baseball games? Okay, so their batting average isn't like a fraction. Their batting average is usually like a decimal that's 3 units long, or 3 places long. So if I know it looks weird to like those people who don't watch baseball, but batting averages are given like this. So this .347 was Mauer's batting average. Okay, I want you to get in the routine. Sorry, I'm trying to get my words out. That's the answer. I want you to get in the swing of writing what we're talking about. Don't just leave this as 14 to 1. Tell me, what is it? 14 students for every one teacher. Don't just leave this as .347. Tell me, .347 was Mauer's batting average.
You couldn't put it to fraction and decimals though?
What's that mean?
What? The batting average?
Like 0.43?
Yeah, like,
It's like 30%.
so the higher your number is, the better it is. Okay? Alright, there's 2 more things you have to learn. So, of course, we have to bring back in triangles, right? Always. So the ratio of the measures of the angles in a triangle. So we have a triangle.
Right.
And the ratio of the angles in this triangle are 3 to 4 to 5. Right.
How you know what-
Right. So you want to find the measures. That's your goal, is to find the measures. Well, how many degrees does this whole triangle equal?
180.
180. So if the ratio is 3 to 4 to 5, and I want to find each measure, we're going to add an x onto the back of each of these numbers. And we're going to add them together and set it equal to what? 180. So you're going to have 3x plus 4x plus 5x, which equals 180. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. So you'll have 12x equals 180. Divide by 12. Okay, so we get 15. But is that my answer? Plug it back in. So you had 3x, 4x, and 5x. So instead of putting x, I want you to put 15. 3 times 15, 4 times 15, and 5 times 15. That's it. That one's not bad, is it? Yeah. Okay, put your degrees. Tell me what it is, degrees, and then box it.
This is all different stuff, it seems like.
I know. It is. Okay. It's not bad though. Like, I really like these two because you'll always do them the same way. Damien, read number 4.
In a triangle, the ratio of the measures the size is 2 to 3, and the perimeter is 392 inches. Find the length of the sides of the triangle.
Okay, so now we're not doing angles, we're doing the lengths of the triangle. What kind of triangle is this? Good. Isosceles. So if this is 2, what can I put behind it? 2x to 2x to 3x. And the perimeters, when you add up all the sides, so our equation would be 2x plus 2x plus 3x equals 392. Not 180. 180 is for angles. 3 plus 4 plus 4, 7.
56.
Okay, plug it back in.
Plug it into what?
So your x's. I want to know, what's the actual length?
You don't put degrees, you put degrees.
Not degrees, what do we put?
That's an angle.
Inches. Okay.
Why are there so many problems?
Okay, so now, those were all ratios. Ratios. This is adding on proportions. Proportions. The difference in a ratio and a proportion is this equal sign. Okay? A proportion is 2 ratios that are equal. A ratio is just 1. It's just one ratio. A number divided by a number, okay? A proportion is 2 ratios that are equal. So, there's this thing called cross multiplying or cross products property.
I hate this.
Oh, it's not bad.
Oh, cross multiplying.
Cross multiplying. So here's what you do. You literally, you cross multiply. Cross multiply. So x times -6 is -6x. And 4 times 11 is 44. Divide by negative 6. And let's just say negative 7.3, and then it's repeating, so put your repeating bar. That's your answer. Okay, but you see how these 3 right here have more than one term? When it comes to that, I want you to put your parentheses around it, because when you cross multiply, you then have to distribute that 4 to both of those. So now it becomes 4 to here and 4 to here. So it's 8x plus 20 equals 42. Minus 20 divided by 8. I want you to finish numbers 6 and 7, please.
You get a decimal, number 6.
I'm pretty sure I did. I did, yeah. Come on, Tari. For number 6, I got 2.75. Okay, so you have to subtract your 20, which gives you 8x equals 22, and then divide by 8.
I get a decimal for number 7 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sherry, don't put your head down. Write these down. So I'm going to get 2x and then 28 plus 9.
So yeah, you times 37 equals 7x. Okay. You subtract 28 from 9?
I went the other way. I subtracted 7 and then added 9, but either way you'll get the same thing. Princess, you love these equations, don't you? You can solve an equation like nobody's business.
How do you subtract 7?
I wanted to subtract 7 because I knew it would keep this positive.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay? Questions on these? How is it cross multiplying? Okay, let's add on one more, and then I'm going to give you your classwork. So, if the ratio of boys to girls at a high school is 4 to 3, so ratio is boys to girls, and at this high school it is 4 to 3. And there are 936 boys. How many girls? Well, boys is on top. The ratio is 4 to 3. So if we set it equal to the other ratio, they're going to be congruent. They're going to be the same proportional. Okay. So you'd have boys on top or bottom? Top. So you'd have 936. And then we want to solve for x. How many girls? We'll cross multiply.
702 girls.
So you get 2,808. Divide that by 4 and you got 702. Okay. So don't just write that. Tell me what it is.
Girls.
There are 702 girls. That's your answer. Okay, on this practice, I want you to do we have 12 minutes. I want you to do 1 through 9.
Whoa.
Chill out.
Okay, look, this one's all 4 of these you know how to do. 5 is the one with the angles. 9 is the one with the sides. So really, you only have 3 that are a little different.
That's good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Jenkins, for wanting us to learn.
Yeah,